We're live. Hey, you guys. Hello, hello. I hope everybody is doing well. Come on in here. We're at a different time today because Zoe is joining us from the UK. Hey, Zoe.
Hiya.
Hi. I'm so glad that you're able to join us. What time is it over there?
Oh, just after 5, so
Oh, okay,
it,
okay,
it's
okay.
not too bad.
Well, it's lunchtime over here, so hopefully some people will jump in and join us today. I'm just going to do a couple housekeeping activities, and then we're going to get
Hmm.
started. I'm super excited because we have started now. What November? And this month, Zoe, we're going to be talking about because we always tell people leave an abusive relationship. You got to get out of there. It's not safe. And then when they do it, they're like, okay, now what am I supposed to do? You know. And so we're
Okay.
starting this month, and that's why Zoe's here, you guys. We're going to give you just some basics that'll hopefully really be able to help you out. Okay, so here we go. So when you come in, tell us where your guys are tuning in from. We want to know where you are. Hey Karen, hey Tamika, hey April, welcome back. Hey Jody. So we're glad you guys are here. You ladies and gentlemen are here for joining us. So Zoe Parsons is a life and relationship coach. She's also the founder of Self Love After Abuse. So thanks for joining me, Zoe.
Thanks for having me. It's good to
I'm
be
glad.
back.
Yay, I'm glad. Yes, we had Zoe on, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago. We're so glad that you're back. I'm really
Hmm.
thankful you said yes to coming back to joining us. So, like I said earlier, we always tell people, Zoe, leave the relationship. But then it's like you like putting them out in the cold, and then what? What happens to them
Hmm.
after that? So tell us a little bit about yourself, Zoe, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, so I was in an abusive relationship. I was married to him for 6 years. At the time we married, we dated, I didn't know anything about abuse at all. I mean, my mum said to me, her explanation when I was a teenager growing up was, oh, if a man gives you a black eye, you leave. And I was kind of like, well, yeah, why wouldn't you? It seems obvious. But what I didn't realize is that there's a whole heap of manipulation and coercion and gaslighting and love bombing and trauma bonding and all these things that happen to you before you get to that point. And often by the time you have got to that point, you have your self-worth, your self-esteem, and your self-value is at such a low point, you kind of don't really care. I know that's how I felt
Yeah.
when I was in my relationship. And it was only really, there was an incident that happened. My daughter we was in the bedroom, my daughter was on the bed, and me and her dad was arguing, and he came into the room and he pinned me up against the wardrobe, was like strangling me, hitting me in my face. And I looked over at her and I thought, he's going to kill me in front of her,
Mhm.
and I'm going to be leaving her with him. And although I didn't feel like I deserved anything better, I knew she did. And I knew from that point, I was like, I needed to get the emotional strength to just be able to fight it, because I knew it was going to be hard leaving. I didn't really realize quite how challenging it would be, because, like you're saying, people tell you to leave, but you're not really prepared for,
Right.
like you say, what comes next. So I got the police to remove him, and I thought, finally, I can get on with my life. But then he spent 6 months stalking me, harassing me, using my daughter as a manipulation pawn, until he broke into my home, watched me while I was sleeping, stole my mobile phone. And it just was gradually escalating until the point he actually broke into my home, battered down my front door, attacked me, and headbutted me. And in the end, I ended up in hospital. I had to have 12 stitches in my face. And he got arrested and he got charged. And then, as a result of the investigation, they'd asked me some questions about the relationship. So I finally said that he had been raping me, because it had escalated to the point that he was raping me pretty much on a daily basis. And they investigated and he got found guilty for that. So in total, he got charged with ABH, harassment, breaking of restraining order, and rape, and he got 11 and a half years in prison. So that was 5 years ago now.
Wow.
And but what I found is, kind of after I'd gone through all the police investigation, and like I was mentally broken, and I was just so damaged by all of this. I just didn't really know what to do with myself. I was still working a full-time job, and obviously I was a single parent then, and I was maintaining my house and all the bills, and he'd left me in a whole heap of debt, and I was just like, just keep going, work harder. But and then like all the flashbacks started, the nightmares started, the panic attacks started, the hypervigilance started, the sleepless nights started, the depression started. I mean, I ended up getting diagnosed with PTSD and battered woman syndrome, and I was on antidepressants from the doctor, sleeping tablets from the doctor. I would drink shed loads of caffeine during the day to kind of get me through the day, and then crash at night. And it's just it you kind of survive through that whole negative experience, and I genuinely thought it would be better, but it kind of mentally it got a whole lot worse.
Uh-oh. Are you frozen, Zoe? Is she frozen to you guys, or is it just me? Somebody tell me, is she frozen, or is it just me? Zoe, can you hear me? Yeah, she's frozen. Okay. 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 All right. Thanks. Let me see if she unfreezes, or we might have to go back out and come back in. Zoe's frozen. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Zoe, where'd you go? Okay. I'm by myself. Let's see.